back to Coach. So, Coach, go ahead.
Great to get into the Ice Castle today. You could feel the crowd and be able to get a playoff win, not only for our seniors, but for our program, for our community. We talked and, we haven't been perfect this year. And we said that, maybe that's intentional. Maybe we're still figuring it out. And, we knew going into this new season, the playoffs, that we had to learn from, our mistakes during the course of 11 games. And, we had to come out. We talk about good to great. And we believe, we're a good football team, but how do we get to be great? How do we put ourselves there? And it comes down to, offense scoring points, defense being relentless and stopping the run, and special teams being superior. And, we'll go back on film. There's probably a lot of things we need to clean up and get better at, but I couldn't be more proud of our players, our coaches, our fans, our community. It feels great to get that playoff victory.
We'll take questions from Bryce and Mitch.
Last game here at Sambo, can you go out on a better way and just talk about this offense today?
Yeah, man, it was exciting. Number one, got to give glory to God. You get an opportunity, to come back into the Ice Castle and play the way we did today was exciting. As an offense, I thought we played well. There was times that, we, I think, kicked ourselves in the butt. We got to score touchdowns in the red zone, too many field goals. But, overall, I thought our O-line played great up front. We established a run game, and then our receivers went downfield, and they made plays on the ball.
Mitch, YSU passing record. As a local guy, what's it mean to you to be able to put on points like that in the postseason for this university?
Yeah, individual records, it doesn't really mean anything for me. For a quarterback, it's all about wins and losses and where you lead your team. And, to get in the playoffs, as a 6-year senior, man, since I got here in 2018, that's really all I wanted to do as a quarterback was to be able to, step in there and help a team make playoff run. And I feel like I'm doing that.
Mitch, question. When you threw the touchdown pass to Bryce, did you automatically know that was going to be the touchdown to break the record?
Yeah, I did know Bryce needed one more, and trust me, he let me know all week he needed one more. But, we were, in doubles, and I saw a guy. We motioned a guy over, and I saw they had him singled up. And if Bryce Oliver singled up, I'm going to go to him every time.
Bryce, how's it feel to break that record?
It's a blessing. I think it's a testament to the work me and Mitchell and I put in throughout the offseason, or just since I've been here. I think you guys see like the stuff we do on the field, but it's a lot that goes into that, like off the field. So, I think it's a blessing for sure to have that record. I want to give praise to God first, and say thank you to Mitch, say thank you to Coach for giving me this opportunity to be in that position.
Bryce, was there a point where you kind of felt like you two were in a rhythm at any point in this game?
I mean, coming into the week, I think I think we established our rhythm throughout practices. Just getting extra reps after practice on certain throws. I think we established our rhythm throughout the week. So when we get to the game, we're just rolling. So that's a week throughout the week thing.
Bryce, would you have guessed that you would have coming here and then guessed that you would have held a record for touchdown passes?
Honestly, nah. I when I came here, that's not what my mind was set on. My mind was set on trying to change the program around, try to get back to what Youngstown is. I think me stepping into the leadership position, I think, and where we're at right now, I think I'm doing fine. So I think we're in a good space right now going into next week.
That you were able to spread the ball pretty well, 10 different receivers today, just to make it to the offense.
Yeah, Coach Troy, our offense coordinator, does a great job, putting guys where we need them. When we need to get zero the ball, we do. But again, our offense is a very efficient offense. Our run game complements our passing game. And today, again, we were just taking what they give us. It wasn't always just deep shots. Getting Max Tomczak the ball on a big third down, getting CJ the ball. We tried to do that so defense can't key on just one guy.
Bryce, that first catch you had, double coverage, kind of set the tone for the rest of the year night?
Yeah, it's crazy because the whole week, everybody was in my ear saying like that was going to be the second play of the game. So I kind of had my mind already set, like, what I'm saying, like if the ball's in the air, like I got to come down with it. I got to set the tone throughout the duration of the game. So that's what I did. When the ball was thrown, I just made the play.
Earlier in the week, Coach mentioned how you guys kind of used this week to get back to fundamentals, get back to basics. Even doing drills that you guys were doing back at the start of preseason, back at the start of fall camp. Do you feel like doing that kind of that approaching it this week, this way kind of help you guys with how successful the offense was tonight?
Oh, for sure. Getting back to our roots, understanding who we are, what we represent, and we represent the city, Youngstown, grittiness. And all week I felt like we were a pretty gritty team at practice. We got young guys in there. We got hype at practice, and when our ones were up, I felt like as an offense we were rolling all week.
This one's for Mitch and Bryce. After you knew that Villanova was the second round, did either of you guys guess, oh boy, we're going to Villanova anyway?
No, we don't want to overlook anybody. That was a good team. They won the NEC. A lot of respect to their defense. I think they fly around. They made a lot of plays. Their front seven's good. Their back end, they fly around. They're fast guys. And all week we talked about it. We were going to take our opportunities when we had them, but we knew it was going to be a tough football game.
Anything else for Mitch or Bryce?
All right, fellas, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Good job, boys.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Kristen.
He's talking to Brett. We'll take questions for Coach.
Coach, you were able to hold them, 1 for 11 on third down, over 500 yards. I mean, you touched on, maybe a little bit just more about this performance.
If you ask our kids, how do you win games, they're going to all say it in unison, defense, defense, defense. So, we knew at times this year, we needed to play better defense, and, I still think we got some great defensive players, and, we know all week working on, when we limit teams on explosives, we know we can stop the run, but when we can limit those explosives and keep them to 6 and less, and, just looking, I'll get that stat tomorrow, but I don't remember seeing 6 explosives today. That our defense is pretty darn good. I don't know how many offensive plays they had in the second half, but we had the ball for 42 minutes today, and that's a long time to have a football. And so when our defense did go out on the field, I thought we had some 3 and outs, got the ball right back to the offense. I go on the phones, second half, and you sometimes get disappointed when you're kicking a field goal. Those 9 points could have been 21, but those are the areas that we got to go in and we got to get better. That we created those explosives. Now we got to finish those drives.
Just talk about earlier this week how you guys are getting back to fundamentals and getting back to the basics.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like that kind of helped you guys tonight?
It did. I think when you have a new season, and that's how you treat it, sometimes you got to get back. So, we did some drills that in the beginning of practice that, we used to do in camp, and it got the guys all excited to do it. And then even at the end of practice, when we didn't have school, it gave opportunities for our younger kids who are our scout team. Those kids are here and they're practicing. Gave them an opportunity to play football, to use, like we did in camp. Sometimes when you get in the season, you're so busy of game planning and practice and school that it gave us an opportunity to see some of those young kids play. And I think our older guys got excited about that.
Do you feel like it kind of came into play at that 10-minute drive in the fourth quarter there when the second unit was able to kind of control the ball, move the ball the way they did and finish that drive there?
Yeah, we felt confident. We played with 2 young offensive linemen that whole second half. And, when you can play with 2 kids and you don't know your whole right side of your offensive line's out of the game, we played E.J. Johnson, who had played the whole second half, and, we put Joseph Farrer in at right guard, and they played the whole second half. Luckily, Ryan and Jason, they're okay. But it gave those young kids an opportunity. Then, when you saw other kids like Cephas Harris to get some carries, that's critical. Cephas has been battling with these little injuries when he came out of camp, so he hasn't had the reps. But to see him get positive yards, and then to see Bo be able to make some good decisions and score a touchdown there, those are always good because, that's the future.
Would you ever have guessed at the beginning of the season that you would have only had 1 loss at home, and that includes the playoffs?
How disappointed we have that 1 loss, Kristen. We want to win all of our home games. So, so for me, we got to defend Youngstown. We got to defend the Ice Castle. And when teams come in here, we got to be playing our best football.
Coach, how important was it just kind of getting
we wanted to set the tone. And how do you set the tone? You set the tone up front and run blocking. And again, they're putting a lot of guys in the box to stop the run, but sometimes, guess what? We're going to hand it off, and we're going to establish the run and establish that physicality, because that's who we are. It's playoff season. Guess what? Beautiful day in Youngstown. I don't know, for late November, but sometimes in November you don't get nice days, and you have to be able to run the football. So to establish that, I thought in the first half, I think we had over 100 yards rushing in that first half. Just the physicality of it, that we wanted to win up front, offensive line and defensive line. And I thought we were able to do that on both sides of the ball tonight. I thought it was the offensive line and defensive line that really made a difference tonight.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it.